want to talk about my camera bag. I talked about it earlier this year when I first got it, but I've used it now for quite a few months, and it's been the only camera bag I've used recently. The other camera bag I have is a Peak Design messenger bag. Fantastic camera. If I go anywhere long term, if I need to bring more than one camera, multiple lenses, if I need to bring more stuff, that's the one that's going with me. As of right now, that's the main bag. But I don't need the main bag every day. I don't need to carry multiple things every day. I need one bag that protects the camera body and the lens, and because most of the time that's all I'm carrying. There's one camera, one lens, maybe some batteries and SD cards, and that's it. I found that I'm best if I only leave the house with one camera, one lens. Because most of the time I'm just shooting random city street stuff. All I need is one piece of kit to go and create. But I like to protect it. So my camera bag right now is this from MegaGear. And to be honest, I'm going to have to look up what they call it. But I will look up the title and put it in the description. But I just wanted to let you guys know what brand and what bag it is. So like I said, I don't remember the model number, the model name. I'll put it in the description, and I'll put the link to their website in the description. This isn't sponsored. This isn't an affiliate link. Actually, if I find an Amazon link, my Amazon link will be an affiliate link, and the affiliate link disclaimers and whatnot. But I recommend you buy it through MegaGear. I'm sure they get more money if you buy it directly through them. But here's a little rundown of just the camera bag. It's very, very simple. I think it's real leather. If it's full leather, it feels high quality. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The buckles are super high quality. They feel really well made, and the inside is pretty basic. Right now, all I have is one divider, and sometimes when I have Max H1 in there, I don't even need the divider. Max H1 is just big enough that it fits in there. It fits in there comfortable without it. But a lot of times, the way my setup for it is pretty simple. So in the main part of the divider is the camera and lens, and on the other side I carry just a couple things to clean off my lens, and then sometimes I'll have extra batteries in these pockets here. So maybe a couple batteries in here, camera, lens, and then the air blower and whatever else on the side there, and that's it. And this is pretty much always ready to go with a camera, lens, and battery. Now the camera rotates sometimes depending on what I'm using. Like I've been practicing and utilizing the X Pro 2 recently, so that's been the camera in this bag most of the time recently. But Max H1 is my go-to, my standby, it's been my main camera for 3 years. So a lot of times, especially as I'm selling these other cameras, trying them out and selling them, the XH1 is the consistent one. And the XH1 also is my test in terms of size. If the XH1 with one of my bigger lenses fits comfortably, then I know that it'll fit all my cameras no matter what combo. But the cool thing about this bag, besides it being small and well built and high quality, is that it kind of solved the problem with a different approach. Not a problem. Is that earlier I was really into trying to find a small camera, not necessarily pocketable, because there's not many truly pocketable cameras that can fit just like in a jean pocket or something. But I wanted to find a small camera that I felt comfortable throwing in a backpack or whatever, so I could always have it with me. And last year, kind of went through 3 or 4 of those small cameras, XE1, XE2, XT20, and so on. But what I found is that even though they're smaller, significantly smaller than some of the other larger bodies, is that their size didn't necessarily equate to me taking it out of the house more often, because I still worried about them. I still treated every camera that I've owned with care, and I didn't want to damage it just because I was throwing it around in the car or whatnot, or in a big compartment in the backpack. I treated everyone with care, so just because they were small didn't mean I would leave the house with it more often. But when I got this allowed me to always have a camera ready, regardless of the camera size. So whether it was a small one or a larger one like the XH1, if a camera was in here pretty much ready to go, maybe sometimes I'd have to grab a battery, but if a camera was in here pretty much ready to go, SD card already in there, all that stuff, then I could easily just grab this bag and walk out the door and know I had a camera. And it really doesn't add much to to my person when I'm walking around. Even if I have another bag on me, if I have my backpack, which I always carry a backpack to work, and it's just like, one of those things where from high school and college just never stopped. I always had a backpack. But I can carry this and my backpack, and it doesn't really add that much to me. It's almost like having the camera strap around your neck, just having this small bag. So I think when people talk about like your EDC camera, your everyday carry camera, the main camera that you walk around with for street photography and whatnot, I think there's a lot of cameras that could fit that bill, and I think it's up to the person to figure out what their preferences are. What I realize is that there are a handful of cameras that I'm really drawn to: the XT1, 2, 3, 4, and the XH1. Those collection of cameras are the ones I keep coming back to over and over again. And this bag allows me to pick out any one of those, depending on what I own at the time, and still have the similar approach. I can still carry the same lenses, the bag stays the same, and I can always leave the house with the camera and lens and not have to worry about, oh crap, it's going to get scratched, it's going to get broken or whatnot. So the bag has been super, super handy, and this could be a lot of bags. It doesn't have to be this specific bag. I just wanted to share which bag that I was using at the moment, and for me it's this MegaGear bag. Some of the other benefits of a bag, I think I talked about this before, but I'll review it now because not everyone watched those videos. But the cool thing is that, like, whether you use a neck strap or a wrist strap, the bag can come in handy because one downfall for me when I'm carrying just the camera and a wrist strap is if I go get some coffee at a coffee shop or go get some lunch, then I have to set the camera down somewhere on the table, on the counter when I'm ordering, because I have to get ready to pay all this stuff. That becomes a little worrisome for me because I have to take my eye off the camera and I have to set it down where it could drop or someone could knock it over. So regardless of whether I'm using a neck strap or a wrist strap, if I have the bag and I go into to get lunch or coffee or something, I can take the camera off, put it in the bag, and latch the bag, and always have the bag on me, and that way the camera has somewhere safe to go in these situations. And that's been a huge benefit for me. That's allowed me to walk around a little longer when I'm shooting street photography, to feel more comfortable in the situations where I don't want the camera always hanging around, especially if I'm done taking photos and I just want to be a tourist for a second and not look like I'm a photographer trying to still photos everywhere. I'll put the camera away and just be free of it for a while. All these things sound obvious, right, for a camera bag, but it's things that I like to articulate because it's stuff I didn't really necessarily think about before consciously. So I figured some of you might find some of this helpful. I think there's a ton of bags that could do what this bag does. So I'm not saying this bag is unique. I just wanted to share which one I was using. And I'm always curious what you guys use when you go out to shoot street photography. How many of you carry a bag or not? Are you just camera and that's it? Which I still totally understand, but I just kind of like totally sold on the bag idea now. So that's it for now. Check out MegaGear. They have a ton of great stuff, including this bag. Check out the links. Amazon link will be an affiliate link. The other ones won't. Buy it wherever you want, but probably MegaGear is the best bet because they probably get more money that way. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks again as always, and I'll talk to you soon.